Singapore has come a long way. It's the work of generations, each standing on the shoulders of the one which came before. And it started with one special generation, the pioneer generation. And one outstanding member of the pioneer generation was Encik Yusof Ishak, our first president. Encik Yusof showed that in Singapore, you can rise to the top if you work hard. He stood for enduring values that underpin Singapore's success: meritocracy, multiracialism, modernization. He was the president for all Singaporeans. So to mark SG50, as I said in my Malay speech, we'll be honoring Encik Yusof in 3 ways. We are naming the new mosque in Woodlands, Masjid Yusof Ishak. We are renaming the Institute of Southeast Asian Studies to ISIS, the Yusof Ishak Institute. And we are creating a Yusof Ishak Professorship in Social Sciences in NUS. Encik Yusof was not just a national leader, but he was also somebody you could get to know and get close to on a personal level. And I first met him when I was 7 years old. The family was on holiday up in Fraser's Hill at Singapore House, and Encik Yusof and his wife came up for a visit and brought toys for us children. And I think I still remember that he gave me a little model aeroplane which would fly powered by a rubber band. About 1959. I got to know the family better when he became Yang di-Pertuan Negara, when they stayed in the Istana grounds. And I used to play with his son, Imran. In fact, it was Imran who taught me how to ride a bicycle on his bike. So several years later, when I won the President's Scholarship, I was very honored to receive it from Encik Yusof. And we're very happy that Puan Nur Aisyah is here, and we're very happy that we have this opportunity to honor Encik Yusof for our 50th anniversary. We are grateful to pioneers like Encik Yusof who sacrificed to build Singapore. Last year, I promised to make a meaningful gesture to thank every member of the pioneer generation still living. I thought carefully about how we should do this and decided to focus on healthcare. So we designed the Pioneer Generation Package, or the PG package. And at Chinese New Year, we held a tribute party at the Istana. And recently, a fortnight ago, we had a Pioneer Generation card launch party at the People's Association headquarters. And I was very happy to see many old friends and colleagues. And I was inspired by those who came, like Dr. Umar Rajan, who helped start the school health program and produced the original version of the child's health booklet, which we still use today. I think nearly all of us here must have at least one of those booklets at home, some more than one generation's worth of booklets. Many other happy and heartwarming PG events all over Singapore. For example, these are the first organizing secretaries in the People's Association. They were the pioneer managers of our community centers in the 1960s. And the frontline soldiers They were frontline soldiers in the battle against communists and helped the government to win the people's support. And I'm happy there are a few of them here today, including my old friend, Chan Sek Sang. Welcome. The next group are the pioneer educators at MOE's Pioneer Tribute Dinner. They taught our children, they built up our education system, and this young lady is Mrs. Ambia Vaga. She's holding up a letter of thanks from an ex-student, and she's 100 years old this year. In Teck Ghee, for our National Day dinner, we invited 50 tables of Pioneer Generation residents. And this one is the Elvis group singing, "It's Now or Never." I'm not going to sing this song, but you can see beside me my SGH radiographer, Mr. Ng Hon Weng, leading the charge, and they're all having a great time. So Tonight, besides my usual guests, I've invited 50 PG seniors to represent the 450,000 PG Singaporeans. So can I invite them, as well as all the other pioneers who are here tonight, please to stand up. 见过前辈请起立. Golongan perintis, silakan berdiri. Thank you for all that you have done for Singapore. Our pioneers were ordinary people who worked together to do extraordinary things. They overcame difficult and dangerous situations to build a sovereign, independent country. They transformed Singapore from third world to first, and they always looked to their future and strove to give their children better lives than themselves. And this is why we are commemorating SG50 next year, to celebrate the spirit of our pioneers and to commit ourselves to their enduring values as we make our way forward. I hope you'll pen your hopes for the future in the wishing house at the SG50 booth later on.